Hi, my name is Jacob Moldve, and this is my ENME 351 final project. So what I did was a sand dispenser, and the importance of this comes in the winter. Basically, in the winter, it can be kind of difficult to accelerate or start from a complete stop just because of icy roads or snowy conditions and such like that. So here is my sand dispenser that I made. So starting off, here is the main part of my project. This is the reservoir that holds the sand. On the side, I have a photoresistor that will detect if the sand level is covering it or if it's not. If it is not covering it, it'll send separate signals to the Arduino. Out front, I have a stepper motor connected to a drill bit that acts as an auger. When this is turning, it will release sand from the reservoir and bring it down this funnel. Attached to the funnel is a fuel line. On this fuel line, it runs down to underneath the wheel. I made a bracket here that is 3D printed that has 2 magnets on the back side. This will fit over the fuel line to add as a guide to direct the sand underneath. This metal rod here is so that I can specifically angle it where I want to angle it. Moving past that, I used a motor board to help me with the stepper motor to make more accurate adjustments. And let's follow the wires in. Here's another one of my brackets for the wires. Inside, I have everything running to the center console. Here is the other thing I 3D printed. It is a bracket that goes in the air conditioning vent that allows for the operator to adjust the speed with the potentiometer, as well as an LED that tells the operator when the motor is turning. Following all this, the wires go into my center console, which I will talk about later. Now it's time for a demonstration. When running the processing code, I made an RPM gauge. Basically, when the potentiometer is turned, it'll change the RPM. So as we can see, it starts from 0 to 2.93 to 4.19, 5.86, and finally 9.77, which is the full speed. As we can see, the LED turns on when the potentiometer is turned on. When it's turned fully off, it turns off. And that's just to aid in distraction, as the driver does not always need to look over at the computer screen. They could also look over just at the LED. So now let's go outside and look what the motor does at full speed. As we can see, the motor is turning, which is bringing sand out of the reservoir and down the funnel. The drill bit acts as an auger, which is pulling sand out. If we follow it down, we can see that sand is being released right in front of the tire, which will give it traction on icy conditions. Now I can go ahead and turn it down a little bit. Now this is a lower speed, and we see that the drill bit is not moving as fast, so the operator can exactly adjust it to however much sand they want to be released. Well, if they want more traction, they can turn the RPM up, or if they want less traction, they can turn the RPM down. Also, now let's see where my photoresistor comes into play. So as we can see, it's full of sand now, but let me go ahead and empty it out real quick. As we can see, once the sand is past that level of the photoresistor, we will get an image on processing that tells us to refill sand soon that turns the background red. This is to alert the operator that they will need to refill the sand so they don't run out unexpectedly.